Just trying to survive and learn to love along the way by Foreplay on AO3. Episode 111, Chapter 111 of Leaving Campus and a Mild Annoyance. It's been 3 days since most of his classmates went home, and things have gone surprisingly well. Everybody has checked in on time, there's been no villain attacks or injured, and the League of Villains had kept their silence. Izuku and his friends had stayed cooped up for the most part. They spent a fair amount of time around his dad's, though they do still have patrol and radio shows to host. So when his dads are busy, Izuku tries to rope his friends into doing something other than hide in their rooms. Which is why they're heading off campus today. It's odd, leaving with no one but Shoto and Kirishima. Obviously his dads know where they're heading, and he's sure that they've alerted far too many heroes to keep a close eye, since they're both busy right now. It's freeing, leaving without a chaperone. They're not going too far. None of them were comfortable with the thought of getting too far from the heroes, given their track record. They end up at a little strip mall, maybe a 20-minute walk away from UA. Izuku sends a text to his dads as they enter the first door, an inviting coffee shop. You guys can pick whatever you want. It's my treat. Shoto's offer is generous. He laughs at the confused look on Izuku's face. I guess technically Endeavor's paying. I may or may not still have one of his credit cards that he lets me use because he feels guilty. His friends don't look upset. In fact, he almost looks gleeful. Well, blood money or not, it's free food. Ignoring Shoto's urge to pick more things, Izuku orders for him and Kirishima. His friends, new hearing aids have yet to arrive, so Izuku becomes his translator when it comes to interacting with Shoto. He hopes they arrive soon. Not because he doesn't like translating for him, he does. Izuku loves being able to help out a friend. It's just tough because not many in their class actually know sign language, so the hearing aids are better for his friend. Although he hasn't complained once about not having them, he just smiles and waits for a translation. Maybe Izuku should talk to his dad about adding a sign language class to the route. It would help more than just Kirishima, too. Koda is quiet and much prefers to interact via sign language. Kachan's quirk is loud, and he's sure that there's some damage there, considering what he mentioned before. Izuku himself is selectively mute. While his bouts of mutism happen far less frequent, they still happen. It's hard to communicate with others when he physically can't speak, and only a handful of his classmates understand sign language. He thinks his dads will love the idea, or at least Sashi will, being deaf himself. Sho will pretend to hate having to change his curriculum, but he'll secretly love it too. There's a tug on his sleeve from across the table. Kirishima. Shoto's waiting for the rest of the massive amount of food he ordered, while Izuku and Kirishima picked a booth at the window, giving them a view of the park across the street. Once Kirishima is sure he has his full attention, he signs. Do you know these guys? He points across the street. There's a group of boys, probably around his age. They're staring at the cafeteria, and with the way they turn, it feels like they're staring right at their booth. Maybe they seem familiar, but I'm not sure. What are we signing about? Shoto appears next to the table, piling food on top of it. Izuku moves to give him space before speaking. There were some guys staring across the street. Kirishima asked if I knew them. Oh, where? Shoto leans forward, practically climbing on the table. Oh, just over... Oh, they're gone. It's as if the second Izuku looked away, they ran. He's trying not to let it bother him. Shoto shrugs and starts shoving food to the two of them. It seems random, but Izuku can spot all the favorite snacks here. He'd expected this. Shoto hates his dad and loves spending his money on his friends. Kirishima had obviously not. He's getting all red in the face and starts shoving things back at Shoto. Stop, you look hungry. Kirishima pauses at this and simply signs back a thank you before ducking his head. They've been teaching Shoto some sign these past couple of days. Mostly simple stuff. It's clear that he's been studying on his own, as well from how quickly he's picking up. Well, well, well. If it isn't the useless Deku. They all freeze when someone slides into the empty spot next to Kirishima. These are more quirkless losers? Are you bribing them to hang out with you? Two more boys lean against their table. The three figures from across the street. Now, they're in front of him. Izuku recognizes them as some of Kachan's followers from middle school. The leader reaches for a snack from Izuku's pile, but his hands get smacked away. Get lost. Shouta looks angry, though those who don't know him might confuse it for indifference. Yeah, and who do you think you are? Shouta tosses his provisional license on the table. All three boys inspect it. Two of them pale, probably regretting coming over here in the first place. But the leader just scoffs, as if to say, so what? I think you should leave. Izuku surprises himself by speaking. Aw, am I making you uncomfortable? He keeps his mouth shut. No matter what he says, it'll get twisted like always. You think you're better than me? Think you're taking the high road by being silent? You're looking for a fucking fight. He'll kick your ass. Izuku feels a sense of horror as everyone turns towards Kirishima. He looks pleased with himself. His childhood bullies lurch forward and grab a fistful of Kirishima's sweater, leaning him over to try and look intimidating. Kirishima rolls his eyes. Who the hell do you think you are? You think that quirkless pipsqueak could take me? Did you not watch the sports festival? Izuku isn't quirkless. Shoto sounds just as bored as he looks. How are they not freaking out right now? That shit was obviously faked. He sounds a little unsure of himself. You want to let go? Suku will be pissed if you ruined his favorite sweater. Kirishima gestures to where his bully's hands are wrinkling the fabric. Like I fucking care. Just go away. Your little friends have already run away. And they have. Without anyone but Shoto noticing, his followers left him. He turns to check, but his grip loosens in shock. Kirishima takes that opportunity to shove the boy off of him, nearly pushing him out of the booth. The only reason he doesn't fall is because there's a body blocking his way. Get the fuck out of my seat. How did Kachan know they were here? The bully sees who it is and scrambles upwards, giving Kachan the spot in the booth. Bakugou, wonderful to see you. You'll never guess who. Oi, the fuck did I say about wrecking my sweatshirt? Kachan ignores the bully completely, giving Kirishima a full attention. Hey, wait, what's going on here, Bakugou? The fuck are you still doing here? Get the fuck out of my sight, you fucking extra. The bully's eyes widen, and he storms out without another word. How did you know we were here, Kachan? He just jerks a thumbs at Kirishima. I texted him. Wanted Love to meet us for lunch, before that guy even showed up. Ah, then it was perfect timing then. Shouta doesn't even look fazed by the encounter. When he thinks about it, it wasn't even that bad. Besides, Izuku has no reason to be scared of those guys anymore. He could easily beat them up in a fight now, and he has his provisional license, so it would be perfectly legal for him to do so. And comparing them to everything he's faced, those guys are nothing. Just some bad memories that pop up every now and then. Alright! Oh my god! Low-key part of me wanted the bullies to be like, why are you hanging out with, Izuku? And him, defending Izuku and something, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers, beggars can't be choosers. I love that whole, get the fuck out extra. Imagine, seeing the person that you thought you were friends with, and, it's like, oh, he went into the UA, whatever, we're still besties, we could still bully someone together, and then being told that you're the fucking extra now, and clearly seeing the fact that he's now hanging out with the person he used to bully, interesting, love it. But anyways, what's it called? Next chapter is called Of Fears and Families. Izuku wakes up from a nightmare to find he isn't the only one wandering the dorms at 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so something tells me that it's gonna be back into the thing. Something I forgot to mention is I'm a little scared about what's gonna happen to the people who are outside of the dorms. Just a tad bit scared, just a little bit. But no, yeah. Anyways, I want to make an announcement. I have started a new website where I do commissions for art commissions and tarot card commissions. The website is gonna start getting linked down in the description of my videos, so I hope you all like that and see that. I'm gonna remind myself to link it down here, and if not, just keep an eye out for it. I'm gonna make a video specifically for that, and then from that video moving forward, every video underneath and the description is gonna have that. So yeah, look out for that. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.